Greetings of the day. Conservation of natural resources. This is a new subject. This is a 3 credit subject. Our first topic is land as resources. Engineering, how they consider nature is considered as and quantified as 5 elements. Land, above the land you have water. Above the water, the fire can rise. More than fire, the air can rise above that. And finally, the space or the ether can rise above the air. So this is the hierarchical level of the 5 elements. So in natural conservation of energy, we call this 5 elements are called nature. So how to protect land, how to protect water. These 5 elements, how we can protect, are the contents of natural conservation of resources. So every element is considered as resources. So in today's class, we will be looking into land as resources, how we can conserve the land. Now, what are the things we are getting from the land? We get oil, coal, natural gas, and metals, stone and sand are natural resources where engineers utilize these elements in order to produce the products such as different kinds of oil, might be from engine oil, from cooking oil, etc. They process. So from the nature they derive. The coal, they derive petroleum and diesel, etc. Like that, metals starting from gold, silver, uranium, steel, all are derived from the land. So land produces all the metals. Due to the earth's temperature and pressure, all the metals are being made. Land is the key producer of these metals. Stones we use in our day-to-day life, granite, marble, sandstones, limestone, sand, etc. These are all the resources of land. If we are not conserving, that means preserving that, so there will be a change, or it will alter and it will affect the human. Other natural resources such as air, sunlight, land, water, these are all called natural resources. If we are preserving that, life meet the demands. If the imbalance in between this creates suffocation in their lifetime. Now, what are the characteristics of land? Since land is very limited, in earth we have 29% of land. Out of 100% of earth surface, 71% is covered with ocean. So land is only limited. Next thing, due to its limited capacity, land in different places have different price. If you have oil, coal, natural gas, metal, stone, sands, all the elements in a single place, then the cost of living will get increased. If the resources are there at a particular place, water, air and infrastructure, transportation and the facilities such as hospitals, schools, corporations, the land price will increase. So due to the limited availability, if you have more resources at a place, then the price increases. Even though the land is same, according to the infrastructure, the price increases. In India, Mumbai is a place. So this is for past 20 years, from 2000 to 2020. This statistics is taken and this is the report of 2021. You can see the richest place is Mumbai. It's averaging around 17,132. You can see Bangalore cost of land per square feet is 1,106 in an average. Since it is immovable, cannot be moved from one place to another, it has different uses such as farming, housing, industry and recreation. Certain lands are being splitted for farming and for urban industries, etc. And you can see metals. So these metals raise the price according to their availability. In 2005, the gold price 763 rupees per gram. But in 2024, it reached around 80,330 per 10 gram and nearly 8,000 per gram. But now it is 13,000 rupees plus per gram of gold. You can see due to this limited amount and due to the high demand, the same mineral price gets increased. So this is a character of land, and whatever the products which we derive from land gets this much of fluctuation. The quantity and productivity can be improved through proper management. If we are not properly managing, this price will keep on shoot higher and the people cannot buy the resources. This is a map which provides you an idea of how much the land cost per square feet in India. This is an average rate. You don't have a proper guideline for this. The source is 99 acres and magic bricks. This is not authorized source. This is as of 2025, but it will give you a good idea on what is the trend, how the people purchase private land. And you can see the topmost state, Maharashtra, has 25,000 rupees per square feet, and Karnataka we have 13,000 rupees per square feet. In Tamil Nadu, 7,000 rupees per square feet. If you see according to the facilities and the infrastructure, the state-wise overall average price is varying. You can see in Ladakh 400 rupees per square feet. The price is very less here. And when you compare the South Indian places, the lands are much costlier because you have transportation in sea, land and through air. The road networks, rail networks are highly connected. So due to the availability of other resources, the land price is very high at one place and very less at another place. Jammu and Kashmir, you can see 2000. Assam are very less in cost. Sikkim, you have 800 rupees per square feet, and the national average, you have 12,895 per square feet. Now let us understand the land value globally. In globe, Monaco is the costliest city. You can buy 17 meter square of land per $1 million. In Indian rupees, 9.5 crore of rupees, you can buy only 17 meter square of land. This is the costliest land in world. And if you want to buy a property in Hong Kong, this is the second most costly. You can buy only 21 meter square, around 210 square feet of land in 9.5 crore rupees. By this you can understand the 3, 4 and rest of the places. These are the costliest place if you want to buy a land according to the facilities they provide. Life of living, the price differs. The importance of land, majorly it is used for agriculture to grow crops and raise livestock. It provides settlement, urban settlement, roads, industries and other infrastructure. Natural resources, we know what are the things we derive from land. We get fresh water, oil, forest resources. Without land there is no forest, and rocks you can derive from the land. Certain minerals, soils and all the cattle fields which are the derivative of land. It supports the biodiversity by providing habitat for plants and animals. Now let us understand how much land resources we have globally and in India. So total geographical area of land throughout the world is 149 million square kilometer. In India, you have 3.287 million square kilometer. When you compare the share of world is 100, the India has only 2.4 percentage of land resources. But you can see there is a large difference that India doesn't supply agriculture for 2.4 percentage, but it has a population around 18 percentage globally. Land is very less, but the population is very high here. Whereas in the world you can consider you have the population, land prices are different. When you compare with global average, India has higher proportion of agricultural land but lower forest cover. Also in forest you have 22 percentage of forest in India, but in global you have more than 30 percentage. By the statistics you can understand if we are not properly managing the land, the population is not going to decrease. It will be increasing year by year. If proper conservation is not there, then there will be high demand, and due to high demand the cost will get increase and there will be an imbalance between the production and supply. So we should understand what are the land and what are the resources from land, and we should utilize them to preserve biodiversity and long-term environmental sustainability. Next thing, in India, we shall understand how much percentage of land is used according to its share. 45% of the land is used as agricultural field, and you can see India dedicates a massive portion of land of growing crops, around 45.28 net sown area, when compared to global 11.6% is only sown, and India is ranked 1 in agricultural production. You can see the next to India is United States, and Russia is the third country arable land as of 2023 in hectares. Forest resource, I told India is having 22% of forest, and globally you have a 31% of forest. India's forest level has to be increased. Not only forest is used for different biodiversity, it is used for storing the carbon, sinks, and it produces oxygen in order to preserve the air. Now, if forest land is being preserved, in India you have 22% of land. If it is preserved, it provides a good biodiversity, and around 9.3% of other lands are there. For what are the purpose it is used? Human settlement, transportation, and industries are the rest of the places. The next 6% permanent pastures and grazing land. So these are the land which are from Deccan Plateau regions. It has been used by cattle fields. Now you can understand the 100% of the land in this tabular column. Out of 100% of land, agricultural land consumes 58.5% in geographical area, whereas in world 36.9% only. What is the purpose of the agricultural land? For cultivation and for livestock. So without agricultural land, the livestock cannot sustain the domestic animals. Arable land, which are croppable, India is having around 52.55%. In globe, you can see, apart from India, there are very less amount of arable land around the world, 10.8 to 11.2% only. But when you compare forest, globally found a healthy forest state. When you compare with India, 31% is world's forest area, and in India 21 to 24% only. When you add agriculture land and forest land, it nearly covers 75% of land. Rest of them are permanent pastures and grazing for livestock. You can see in world 26%, in India pastures and grazing land are very less. Urban built up lands, which are city, town and industrial roads, are 1 to 2% globally, and India is a developed country. 3 to 4% of geographical area is covered with urban built up area. When you see the industrial and commercial lands are very less when you compare to urban built up land, it is 1%. Transportation, which are road, rail networks and airports, which cover 1 to 2% in India and less than 1% in world. Rest of them are wetland, where the river, lake, marshes are there. India have 4 to 5%, whereas in the world 2 to 3%. What is barren, rocky or desert land is unproductive land. In India, you have 14 to 16%, 20 to 22% in world. Here we can concentrate, and whatever developments are there in land, we can use this barren and rocky desert land for improvement and productivity. Fallow land are temporarily uncultivated, can be used for cultivation and for forest. By this uncultivated land, the agriculture and forest can be improved. So we have to take care of another 7 to 8% of land properly utilized for urban built up or for forest or agricultural land in order to balance the future needs. And protected areas are nothing but national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, In order to protect the biodiversity, around 5.3% is being utilized in India, whereas in world 17 to 18% are used. I hope you enjoyed this session. Thank you.